Assalamu alaikum everyone, it's me Rida Shanwas, and today we are going to discuss about an interesting topic that is important to know for us all because it can be affect our regular life. The topic that we are going to discuss is the difference between addiction and habit. It is commonly understood that these both factors are the same, but it is not as simple as we think. As we all know that our all body activities is controlled by our brain, but if we talk about the habit is under the control of our brain, but addiction is something that control our brain and how is it is affecting our regular life. So habit is under the control of our brain, but addiction is controlling our brain, and like this it is affecting our regular life. So here are the some parts that we are going to discuss about the difference between habits and addictions. So first of all, we'll talk about the level of control. If we talk about the level of control of habits, so habits are easier to control. It can be controlled by simple exercises or simple practices. But if we talk about the addiction controls us all. It is not controlled by our brain, but addiction controls our brain. So this is the level of controlling the difference between habits and addictions. If we talk about the consequences of habits and addictions, so habits does not affect your life as seriously as addictions. It is a simple thing that we do in our free time, you can say, but addictions can have severe consequences for your health, careers, relationships, like these all. For example, if we have addiction of something, so we'll not care about where we are, we have to complete it in any case. If we talk about the frequencies and urgency, so habits are a part of our routine but don't take over your whole day. We don't do any habit completely in our all things. But if we talk about the addictions can be intense craving and drinking become their priority. Our family and friends and responsibilities, like if we are addictive of something, so we need that thing in any case at any time. So this is the agency's difference between habit and addictions. These are the simple things, but if we talk about the neurological effect, that is too much important to learn for us, that habits might alter neural pathways in the brain. It doesn't affect too much our brain processes. But if we talk about the addiction can damages our neurons and alter communication pathways. If we are addictive of something and we can't fulfill our requirements, so it can be damage our neurons and convert our speaking system and all the things that we do in our regular life. So agencies, frequencies and neurological effects can be harmful if we don't control our addiction at the limited time. If we take more than 2 months, so it can be as harmful as we can think about it. So here we discuss about some major differences between habits and addictions. If we talk about the dependency and withdrawal symptoms, so habits don't cause intense cravings. As we discussed before, that if we don't have a thing that we are habitual of doing or eating, we don't feel intense craving. But if we talk about addiction, like addiction to alcohol, I took the example of addiction of alcohol cause intense cravings. For example, if we talk about the addiction of powders and like these things, so the person who don't have these all things can be panic and disturb his life and others also. Okay, the main thing is treatment. So if we talk about treatment of the habit, you can usually change habits by yourself with some efforts, as we discussed before. But if we talk about the treatment of the addiction, treating addiction often requires intervention from medical professionals, because it is, as we talk about, it is not under the control of our brain. So it is important to seek a medical help to remove the factors of the addiction in our life. There are several types of addiction, and the major addiction that we can see in today's children are the addiction of the gaming. You can see that gamings are the disturbance creating factors in their life. So it is important to note your child if these all factors are present, so immediately remove these things from their life for their safe future. So therefore I made this video and I thought that it should be share with you. So be aware and be careful, because it's up to you that how we spend our life, even medically fit or not.